Right, boys, anybody who's seen the idiots in Hull smashing the place up, I just want to say something to you. I'll show you some footage here while I'm talking. These are not people, protesters, they're just a set of young lads. So all the people on the internet who were saying, it's disgusting, these people smashing the place up and all that, it's probably their kids who were doing it. So, you know how it goes. What can you do? Get your kids in the house. I'm going to show you some footage here of it all, so it'll be idiots. But anyway, I have had the week from hell. This memory card on this camera's only got 2 minutes left, and it records for an hour and a half because I've done loads of little videos. I've had the riots going on, somebody smashed me back window, we've had blood on my car, we've had a customer who was pissed off with a job, what we did. I'm going to show you all that. I get threatened to be killed. I've been threatened to be killed 3 or 4 times this week. I've been called fat about 20 times. Mental. But anyway, you keep your cool, you keep plodding on, and you, well, listen, all you boys are doing skips, you'll all be busy today, won't you? All these people smashing shit up, you might get a few extra skips out of it. But I will let you watch the rest of this video, and I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you all. I must have upset one of the UK's most picky, angry, but nicest people going, who basically threatened me 3 days straight. I'm fat, I'm ginger, I'm ugly, I'm a motherfucker, I'm a tramp and all that. And how it's all worked out is, I'm not going to name him, it's ended up, I think we're going to be friends. So enjoy this video and you'll understand why I have had the fucking week, and I do mean week from hell. So, customer, he rings me up, he says, I want my van under ceiling, I want it sorting out underneath. It's a brand new van, said you don't need it doing. So anyway, we agreed we're going to wrap to the underneath, wrap to the chassis legs. As you will boys will know, super difficult to get a big spray gun into a little hole. Not defending shit work, because I will show you the shit work, because my lad has done a fucking shit job, you know, best I think what he thought he was doing. But basically on a van like this, trying to get a big spray gun in there, in these little creases like in there, is a nightmare. And in there, and inevitably he put a couple of, well, 500 runs in it. Not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'll put the video over it right now.
It should all, Billy, be like that there. Nice and smooth. Not nice and smooth, nice and even. These couple little blemishes here, that's nothing. But it's then as you get the Ripley effect here. Look at that there. Shit work. Look at that there. Shit work, too thick, not been evened out. Shit, too thick, not evened out. Nice and true again. And then shit thick.
Put a load of runs in the paint, looked a load of shit. I never checked it before it went. It was a Friday and I was in the middle of some shit, my own shit, and a customer came and picked it up and I ain't seen it, and it just wasn't to our usual standard, that is for sure. I, as you can imagine, roasted the kid who painted it. He's not a kid who extras all the time either, he just comes and does some painting because he's real good. Typical, innit? And then the one time he does a job for a picky guy who's very specific about what he wants doing, he makes a shit job. Which is probably one of the first ones. It's just how it works, innit? Just how it works. But anyway, let's get into the video. Right boys, here we are on the second video, and I'm going to show you a truck that I'm fixing today, which is this one over here. We've had a problem with the back. We're going to strengthen that up for a customer and make it real good. Saturday job, because the boys need to be back at work on Saturday. But I'm going to show you a truck that has had my fucking life. So I've got a prop as well for the film, right? So we have done a repair job, not a repair job, sorry, a paint job on a chassis, okay? So this is it here. You're probably looking at it now and thinking, fucking hell, that's pretty decent. Well, let me tell you what happened, yeah? So we've undersealed probably 10,000 trucks in our life. And just bear in mind, lads, I don't only put on my good work, I also put anything that goes wrong. It makes content. And also, like I always tell everybody, it's the way that I deal with things, right? So this body now, if I go like that, a nice steady, you'll see the chassis rails absolute shit hot. In Raptor paint, textured paint, and you boys will know it's not easy to get as good as that. So what I'm going to tell you what happened is, okay, so a week ago, Custome rings me up, screaming down the phone. There's a little bit more to it. He wanted his truck doing. I'm not going to bore you to death with the story, but long story short, he wanted his truck under seal and underneath. We did say it's probably not the best thing to do to the truck, but he wanted it doing. We give him a price, which was a fair price. We didn't do it for free. You know, the kid didn't want a cheap job, and you know, that's the thing. He didn't want a cheap job. He didn't come in here and say, I want to pay 100 quid. He come in with a realistic price that he was happy with. We was happy to do it. So what's happened is, this is, as you boys will know, is a Raptor gun. So that's the gun that you put under sealer on with, in there, yeah. Okay. Look at the size of the nozzle, massive, right? So my lad, usually we under seal stuff, you know, don't give it a lot of thought, cover everything, obviously mast it up, cover everything in under sealer, and off you go. You might get a few thick bits and all that lot. The customer didn't want that. He wasn't happy with it. He'd put a couple where you try and get, what happens with these is, because the gun, the canisters on the bottom, you've got to get in these little nooks and crannies like that. But like when you've got a tank, can't do it. So you've got to sort of like, you know, and you get a lot of air pressure. Anyway, top and bottom of it is, the kid's gone under here, sprayed everything, and he's put some overspray on the cab. He's fucking basically just made a shit job, top and bottom of it. I'm not gonna add from it. So the customer rings up, basically top and bottom of it, wants to kick fuck out of everybody. That is the top and bottom of it.
Hey, I tell you what it is, yeah? As fucking much money as you might have, right, and as much fucking men as you might know, I'll watch yourself, pal, because I'm 10 minutes away. And I reckon you can already tell by my fucking attitude I don't have much patience. I won't say anything fucking more or less on phone or on voice note, but I'll tell you this. I'll come back to your yard and I'll wait till you're there. So just watch what you're fucking saying. Trying to run a professional business. Fucking don't get fucking large, little fucking man. Otherwise I'll repeat. As much money as you might have and as much men as you might fucking know, I'll pop back to your yard and wait to speak to you in fucking person in the next 10 minutes.
Fuming. Well within his rights though. I'm not, you know, he's well within his rights. He's a grown man, and he's, you know, and I'm a grown man, and I can take a telling off as much as I can give one, and that's what you have to remember. You can't just be, it's all right being a big lump and all that lot, but you still got to be able to be told off when you do a shit job. So I give my lad a telling off. And then this truck, I'm going to tell you now, I've been down here doing it with him. We have painted this truck twice. And we've also painted the back end another time, because Raptor paint out of that gun is near impossible to get any kind of decent finish. If you've got the Raptor gun like this, dead straight up and down, no problem. If you're trying to paint with a gun upside down, listen, I will never, well, I've got an hole in my ass, do one of these again. What do you reckon, son? And do you know what I said to him? I said to my lad, I said, you go over it and find anything that you can find what you're not happy with, and you did, didn't you? He literally has scrutinised this and picked every little bit out he didn't like, and we've gone round and tied it up, because the customer's very specific. He wanted a very specific job, and that's what we've done. We've given him, you know, we've painted it. We clear blocked the cab. The full cab was clear blocked, front and back, all the doors. It's basically had like a full clear block. And anybody who knows about clear blocking, you know how expensive it is. So it's another chip out the thingy. And I said to the customer, listen, you know, he said to me, to be fair to him, he's actually turned out to be a good kid, and he said, you know, I'm happy to pay for it, but this job will be free of charge. There's no way I'm having somebody driving up and down the country and then still having to pay for a job. And I've told him that is exactly what's going to happen. And I hope when he comes for this truck, I hope when I put this video on, he's going to be picking it up today. I'll put this video on tomorrow maybe, and I hope I'm not dead. So if I am, because it's a big old lump, He's a big old lump. I'm a big old lump and all, and he is as well. So maybe who knows? I might have my next video. I might have a black eye. I hope not. I think me and him will get on well. Like I say, I won't name him in this video, but he might say, "Do you know what? You know, you're a man of your word, and you did what you said you was going to do, and I can't fault him anymore for driving up and down the country." And like I said, shit goes wrong all the time. If shit didn't go wrong, we'd live forever, wouldn't we? Right? Okay. So on to the next job. On to the next job. I will put a little video here of what I took the other night of it, but this is a truck completely snapped in half on the back, and it's a new truck as well. I've covered the reg plate up because maybe they don't want to be in a video, but I don't know who makes these bodies, but that's the rails they use underneath. It's literally, I'd say 2 mil rails inside. So like I say, we've put an hinge on there. We're going to pull it back. We're going to what? Yeah, we're going to, sorry, my lad was just pointing to that. They go back in there. We're going to pull that back with that little thing there, like that, nudge it back, and then we are going to put a big massive cross beam into the back. So I'll turn the camera off and I'll be back in 2 minutes when we get everything in place, and I'll do some welding. What I do with these vans when I'm trying to get them level, so we've pulled it back with the strap there, we've pulled it back with that, and block and tackle. Right, do the tipper up, do the tipper a bit, and you'll see what happens. Go on. Do the tipper, Leo. Whoa. That's about it. See that, when he did the tipper, it nudged it forward, and now what we'll do is we'll sledgehammer that into place, you know, tap it forward, maybe use a forklift, just little tiny bits like that. Put that back on. There you go, look. We'll G-clamp that together and try and make some sort of it, and then we'll run some rails up the middle, new bar across the back. And that will be done and dusted, and we can fuck off home, get our heads down, ready for boxing tonight. So we've got this back together, boys, and we're just gonna put a few tacks just to hold everything together. The point now where we are clamping things down, tacking together, we've got a new cross member at the back. The cross member is what making it have a bad bend in it. So I shall start tacking this together. So boys, here we are underneath. As you can see, we've put some tack welds just on there, look, to hold these plates together, and now we're going to run a rail all the way from that end right up here. A big thick rail as far as we can go, because I ain't got a lot of steel in stock, but it'll just enough to tie the boys over, and then that'll tie them over for the weekends. That's the end of my day, but that's the piece that come out, look. She was pretty bent. So I hope you all have a nice weekend, and like I said to you about the video, the one we did where the body, this fucking thing, I'm hoping the man comes and he's real happy. I hope so, because I'm sick of seeing this fucking thing. Anyway, remember, if you want outdoing, I'll always try and work with you. If a problem happens, I'll put it right. You know what I mean? I'll always do my best for everybody. Right, stay lucky everybody, and if you need anything doing, give us a shout, and don't forget boys, tomorrow night, big night of boxing. Andrew Ruiz, Big Baby Millie's, loads of fights on tomorrow night, if you can stay up till 4 o'clock. But I'll see you soon. Bye.
Now that's what you call full trucks being Clay Boyd. Cheers for your time anyway though, Billy. At least we got there in end, mate. But yeah, mutual respect for that, pal. Thank you. You killed.